Okay. We're live! Hello everybody, how are we doing? It's Friday! It's Friday, it's Farm Sim Friday. Let me turn my lamp down a little bit, there we go. We're back for more Witcombe Park Farm and Stardew Valley. We'll get started in just a moment, and yes, we've got the double cam today because we got the wheel cam on the go. And I couldn't be bothered to resize it, so you get to see my torso sideways until we get into the game. Now, last Farm Sim Friday, nobody was here for like the first half an hour. Hopefully we don't have a repeat of that today. Hopefully it's going to be a little bit busier. Also, God, look at the size of the fucking bags under my eyes. I have not been sleeping well lately because I've been rushed off my feet with my train sim project, which is finally finished. I submitted it yesterday to be published, so fingers crossed that'll be live in a couple of days. And then last night I couldn't sleep because there was a thunderstorm. So yeah, we got to that time of year again where the rain has finally started to fall. Hey STFC, how you doing? Okay, is the kick stream live? I think there might be a problem with the kick. It's telling me on my dashboard that there's an error. Stream terminated, resolution exceeded account limit. This stream will be unstable for viewers. Isn't live. Okay. Let me try and turn it off and on again. Kick doesn't like me streaming in 1200p, by the way. For some reason, it just doesn't like me doing it. It wants me to stream in 1080, which I get that 1080 is a more widely supported resolution, but 1200p is fairly standard as well. You would think that it'd accept it without any issue. Okay, it still says offline. What is going on with Kick today? Sorry about this. How are you doing today anyways? Hope you enjoyed your payout. Thank you for the gifted sub, STFC. It was very kind of you. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite enough for me to hit the payout, but it was very kind and very generous of you all the same. Thank you very, very much. Okay, I'm going to restart the stream again on Kick and see what happens. It still says we're offline. I don't understand why. It's there's always something, isn't there? If it's not one thing, it's another. Why? Like, why today? Okay, it says that we're live now. It still says misconfigured, so I don't know... And now my camera's gone out of focus as well. I don't know how it looks over there right now. But it says that the Kick stream is up and running. So I guess we can get started. We're going to play some Farming Sim. Let's get it launched. Telling you, it doesn't... For some bizarre reason... Kick just does not like 1200p. I mean to do that. Okay, there we go. Right. Should be good. Should be good. Launching the game now. So before we start, I just want to remind everyone, this is... I'm going to flip my pillow over, because it's getting a bit sweaty. Hot today. It's the last episode of... Oh, mic's gone funny? Right, I'll try and restart split cam. God, it really is all going wrong today, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Why is it not capturing the game? There we go. Jesus Christ, it has to be difficult, doesn't it? We'll not bother updating anything today. As I was saying, this is going to be the last episode of Witcombe Park Farm. Which, I don't know. I don't really feel that bad about it, to be honest. This map, I want to love it, but I don't. I'm sorry, you know, no disrespect to Oxygen David, who is a fantastic map maker, and he's made some really great stuff for Farming Sim, you know, for various Farming Sim games, but, like, people, when I heard about this map, people were talking about this, you know, this is the best map he's ever done, this is like, miles ahead of any other map that he's made, and I just don't get that vibe from it. I don't feel that. It's a good map. Excuse me. It's a good map. Is it his best map? I don't think so. I don't think this is his best work. I don't think this is the best map that he's ever made. To me, it just feels a little bit big and empty. And I don't want to sound mean when I say that, because he's a fantastic map creator and he's made some really, really great maps for Farming Sim. This one just hasn't captured me, you know, this one just hasn't really gripped me as much as some of his previous maps. So, even though this is only our 6th episode on this map, we're going to call it here. This is going to be the last one. There's going to be no Farming Sim in September anyway, but when it does come back, hopefully in October, we will be looking at a different map again. And actually, the Platinum DLC might be out by then, which is beans and alpacas, and I think it adds a Mexican map. So we've never done a South American map on stream before, so maybe that'd be something worth looking at. Also, hey Max, how are you doing? How are you doing? While the game's loading, I'm going to comb my hair a little bit. I've just washed it today, so it's a bit knotted. It's only been 6 episodes of this. I thought it was more. I know. It feels like more, doesn't it? Which I think is really proving my point, to be honest. It feels like it's kind of dragged a little bit. And again, I don't think it's a bad map. It's just not... it's not his best map. It's not his best map. I don't care what anyone says. People keep talking about this as if it's the best thing he's ever done. I don't think it is. I think, you know... Compared to some of his other maps, Calmsden Farm... I think Calmsden Farm might be his best map, to be honest. Which was for 20... I think was for 19 originally, and then got remade for 22. That was a really, really good map. And he's made loads of other stuff. He's made Thornton Farm. That was pretty good. But yeah, this map to me, it feels big for the sake of it. It feels like it's sort of... Like I say, it feels big and empty. It doesn't feel like there's as much to it, as much detail. There are some areas that are really detailed, like individual pockets that have got lots of detail. Like this here, this phone box, this is my favourite place in the entire map. Like, the attention to detail just in this little corner with the bollards and the phone box and the signs. This here, which I've... Well, you can't see it right now because it's too dark, but I've got this... This is the image that I use in the thumbnail for this series. This is really cool. This is an insane level of detail, but it's not really kept up throughout the map. There's so many areas that just feel very underdeveloped. And I don't want it to sound like I'm just ragging on the map constantly, because it's good. I like it. It's just not... It just hasn't engaged me as much as some of his other maps. That's all I really can say about it. So as much as I respect Oxygen David as a map creator, and I respect the work that he's put into all of his farming sim maps over the years, I think I've seen enough of this one that we won't be bringing it back when we play Farming Sim again in October. We will move on to a new map. Is Stardew Valley also taking a break? Yes, there's going to be no Farm Sim Friday next month at all, so no Stardew either. I do like Stardew, and I've enjoyed it for the few episodes that we've done it so far, but I do think it's a lot more fun with other people. The first episode that we did where P joined us, that was a lot of fun. And I haven't enjoyed it as much solo. It's a very grindy game, which is okay. Like, I play a lot of games that are very grindy. You know, Factorio is infamously very big on, you know, grinding for resources. But the difference is, Factorio is a game that I've played for hundreds of hours in my own time before I ever started streaming it. So I've got that experience with it. Whereas Stardew Valley is something that I've been playing for the first time on stream. So I just haven't really had time to get to grips with it properly, I don't think. What I'd like to do is maybe play some Stardew Valley in my spare time and grind it out a bit and build up my farm a bit, and then revisit it, you know, in a couple of months when I have a bit more experience with the game. Doing alright, just trying to get some stuff done before the weekend. For the record, I typed that, I forgot to hit send. Well, good to have you here, Max, anyway. STFC says, you should see if there's a Through the Years mod. That was really good. Yeah, I loved that mod. One of my absolute favourite mods for FS22, and I loved that series that we did with the Through the Years mod. I think there is a version of it on FS25, so we could look into that for the next map series that we do. Whatever that turns out to be, I don't know yet. Also, I think we're going to end up just doing contract work again. There's only one cultivating contract, so we'll take that. And we'll borrow the items. Ooh, Veltra. Nice. Okay, there we go. Where are we going? Field 26. Okay, that's way up top. Oh wait, have I come the wrong way? Yeah, I was supposed to turn left out of the shop. Shit. I don't know if the Kick stream's still live, by the way. If anyone is watching over on Kick, or if anyone can like keep an eye on the stream over on Kick, I don't know what it's playing at today. Ooh, train. Cool. It's all good, says Dagger. That's good news. Thanks for letting me know. Another thing about this map is that it feels... the layout of the map feels a little bit nonsensical. Like, some of the locations feel like they're kind of shoehorned in. And the weather system seems a little bit broken as well. Like, it's 8 AM right now, and it's still this dark. Like, even in the middle of winter, it's not this dark at 8 in the morning in the UK. And everything, the red as well. Really don't want to keep ripping into it, because it is, again, I like it, it's a good map, but the more that I think about it, the more little problems I have with it. Like, the red skybox in the morning and the night is way, way too strong. It looks like there's a massive wildfire, which is not inaccurate, based on recent events. But, the weather and the skybox seems to be a little bit off as well. I just think as maps go, it's overhyped a bit. It's not his best work, I don't think. Where are you thinking of going next? Still a UK map or outside? Well, like I say, next time we play, the Beans and Alpacas DLC will have been released, and I think that adds a Mexican map. Now, there's been quite a lot of South American maps in Farming Sim over the years. one of the most iconic was Estancia Pacho in FS15. What a great map that was. But we've never done a South American map on stream. In fact, with the exception of Osada, the Polish map, and a couple of episodes on Riverview, we've never played a map outside of the UK. So, as far as I recall, we've never played a map outside of the UK. Like I say, apart from Osada, and when this game first came out, we did a couple of episodes on Riverview, which is the American map. But that's it. Other than that, we've done Moss Valley, which was in Sheffield. We've done Saxlingham, which was in Norwich, and then I think we did this. I think this one was after Saxlingham, right? Was there another map after Saxlingham before this? Yeah, no, we did the Kinlake, the Scottish map, the Scottish Highland map. And now we're doing Witcombe Park, which again, UK. So we haven't done a non-UK map since FS22 when we played Osada. Afternoon, Scrivy. How are you doing? So yeah, South American map could be good. If I get the Through the Years mod as well, if that is available for FS25, we could combine that and try something. The thing is, with a mod like Through the Years, you start off with very old, very small equipment. So what you need is either a very, very small map, or you need a map that's got a very big variety of field sizes. You know, maps like this. You'll see a map like this on the mod hub or whatever, and it'll say in the description, like, oh, there's a variety of field sizes, but there isn't really. Like, there is not much variety in the sizes of field here. You've got fields that are very big, and you've got fields that are quite big. There's no tiny fields, you know, there's no really small fields. And I think that's a problem that a lot of maps have. Even maps that say they've got a wide variety of different field sizes, they tend to just range from large to very large. It's hard to find a map that's got an actual mix of very large and very small fields and everything in between, right? And again, if you're playing with a mod like Through the Years, where you're restricted to very basic, very small equipment, you need a map that's got very small fields on it. So that's what we might do. Either we'll take a look at the South American map, or we'll try and find a really, really tiny map and do some vintage style farming with the Through the Years mods. Because I loved Osada. Osada is by far, I think, my favourite farming sim series that we've done. If you weren't here for that, if you weren't watching my live streams back in 2024, we played a map called Osada, which was a Polish map, and we used a mod called Through the Years. And the way the mod works is it adds an in-game year, and you can only buy vehicles that would have been available in that year. So we started in 1960, and we could only buy equipment that was available in 1960. And as we played through the series, you know, more and more vehicles got unlocked as the years went by. I think that's such a cool mechanic. That should be in Farming Sim as an option, as standard. Obviously, you should be able to turn it off for players who don't want that, but I think it introduces a really nice element of progression that the game is kind of missing. And I loved playing with that mod on FS22. It was so much fun. Every year, checking the shop to see what new tractors had been unlocked. So cool. So cool. And it kind of forces you to start small as well, because it's very tempting with a game like this to just go straight for the biggest, most expensive tractor in the shop, right? It's nice to have a mod that forces you to start with this old vintage equipment and start with small-scale farming. So yeah, I'd like to do that again. If that mod is available for FS25, I'd like to do that again. I think, just looking at the map, I think the smallest field on this map is field 2. When we've got a minute, I want to go and have a look at field 2 and see how big it is. I guess there are some grass fields that are slightly smaller, but the smallest arable field that I can see is field 2. Let's go and check it out. Okay, this is field 3. Oh, that straight in front of me is field 3. Field 2 is on the other side of it. There we go. So this is field 2. This is the smallest field on the map. Look at the size of it. Look at the size of it. It's not a massive field, but it's not small enough. You know what I mean? Imagine you're starting the game, and you're starting with a really, really tiny cultivator, or a really old vintage tractor. You know, I mean, I don't have any vintage tractor mods installed at the minute, but you know the sort of thing. Imagine you're starting with some really old, rickety Massey Ferguson, no cab, you know, like 100 horsepower, really, really old tractor, really old equipment, and this is the smallest field in the entire map. It's too big. It's too big. And this is what I mean. A lot of these maps, they, you know, advertise a wide variety of different field sizes, but there aren't enough tiny fields. There aren't enough, like, really, really small fields. This is, you know, this is not small enough for the kind of equipment that you start with if you do, like, a vintage playthrough. Really, you want something more like this size. Like, imagine the size of the area here, behind this house. Imagine the footpath's not here. Something this size would be good as a small-sized field, you know, on a vintage equipment run like that. And that's the thing. There just aren't enough small fields. In fact, something like that would be good. That field there, you know, imagine the tree's not there. That's a good-sized small field, you know. I hope the point that I'm trying to make is getting across. Like I say, I don't mean to nitpick. I don't mean to. That's not necessarily a complaint about this map in general. It's just more of a broader complaint about a lot of farming sim maps not having enough small fields. I mean, you remember some of the fields on Osada. Osada, because it's in Poland, Polish farms and, like, Eastern European farms tend to have really long, thin fields. Some of the fields on Osada were literally so thin that you just went up, down, and up again, and you'd finished the whole field. Like, they weren't big enough to even do headlands. You literally just went up, down, up, finished. That's the kind of size of field that I want to see in a map if we're going to be doing a vintage survival or doing a through the years playthrough. Are you going to be doing that game night thing again this month? We will be doing another game night in September, yes. I don't know what day yet, but we'll see. I haven't quite finalised the schedule for next month. Other than Monday and Tuesday. And once again, just to remind everyone, I am going to be streaming every Monday and Tuesday next month. You know what? Actually, we could do something like that on Sunday, perhaps. This Sunday, because I originally didn't have a stream planned for this Sunday because I was going to be visiting Barrow Hill Roundhouse Museum. They've got a Lego event on, but honestly I can't really afford it, and also I'm going to Wensleydale tomorrow. I'm going to the Wensleydale Railway. Doing 2 railway visits back to back, like 2 days in a row, it sounds very exhausting, so I'm not going to bother going to Barrow on Sunday, which means I could do another one of those streams if people would be interested. If you missed the last one, we basically just watched a YouTube video, and that was it. We were going to play some games as well, but the video took up a bit more time than I was expecting. It was good though. It was good fun, good stream. So yeah, we could potentially do more of that on Sunday. And then on Monday, we're going to be doing Manifold Garden and Lorne's Law again. Because we haven't played either of those games for ages. You know what I might do, actually? Maybe we should have a little look in the mod hub now and see if we can find a nice map with small fields. It feels a bit mean to leave, you know, to just end the game here after slating this map so much in the last half an hour, but you know, I think I've made my thoughts on this map clear at this point, and quite frankly, if this is the last episode on this map anyway, what's the point in us doing this contract, you know? I think we'll leave it. I think we'll leave it here. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to Oxygen David. You know, a lot of time and effort went into this map, and it is a brilliant map. It just isn't for me. I couldn't really get into it. I think it's a map that's designed with multiplayer in mind, for sure. It just feels a bit too big and a bit too empty. And frankly, I've kind of seen everything that I need to see with it. So let's go back to the main menu. And let's see if we can find a good map with small fields. I do have some mods that need updating. Let me just do that real quick. Now, first of all, let me see if the Through the Years mod is here. It is! Yes! Oh, the Through the Years mod's back! Oh, perfect. Perfect. We've got to do that. We got to do that then. That might, like I say, Osada, my absolute favourite series from Farming Sim 22. I would love to do another version of that with the Through the Years mods. Yeah, we've got to do that. And let's have a look at maps. Spakovo was in Farming Sim 22, and I actually considered this map for a playthrough before. I think I abandoned it because the map was a bit too flat, and I didn't find it particularly exciting. Let's see if there's any other maps with small fields. Geistal in Bavaria. Bavaria's normally a good option as well. Although, these don't actually look like small fields. I think this is a really big map, and that makes the fields look smaller. Buren, a little bit flat again. Ooh. Ooh, this could be good. Léo Grimoire. Let's download it. Let's have a look. Lanrelis, French commune in the heart of Côte d'Amour. Again, there's a decent mix of field sizes there. And it looks like some of those along the river are very small, which is always a plus. Pogoanele, a fictional Romanian map. A small map that captures the atmosphere of the old maps. Due to the small field sizes, using any GPS is not recommended. The map has 56 farmlands, 1 forest, 1 farm, 2 selling points. Ooh. Ooh, hold on a minute. This could be good. This could be good. Is that the whole map? Seriously? This might be too far. This might be too far in the opposite direction. This map might be too small. I'm going to download it. We're going to take a quick look. What we're going to do for the rest of this portion is we're going to take a quick look at a couple of these maps and see if we can decide which map we want to play for the next series. Wildenberg on the Danube. Too big. Those fields are way too big. Looks very flat as well from that picture. Castle and Leon. Oh, I like that. I like that little lake with the water wheel. The screenshots are a bit blurry, but there seems to be a decent amount of fields. They do look a little bit big. You can see well, you can't see. Oh, you can't see the cursor either, can you? Just next to my... Just where I'm pointing here, you can see there's a little village, and you can see that most of the fields here are the same size as the entire village. So those fields are going to be too big. Bilk. This recreation is based on the village of Bilk near the town of Wettringen in the Steinfurt district of Germany. Looks quite big and flat again. Schmeichtal. Swabian Jura between Munzingen and Schelklingen. Sorry, my German's not very good. Oh, it's a forestry map. I don't want a forestry-focused map. I don't want too many trees to deal with. Hagenstedt. Nope, all the fields are square. That's boring. I'm sorry. All the fields being square is a big turn-off for me. Gulzo, near Stavenhaven. What country is this? I'm not entirely sure. Big flat fields again. Along the Kiel Canal. Nope. Fields are too big. Minderwald. Fields are too square. Holzach. Ooh. Yeah. Potentially. It looks a bit flat. Glenleathan, 2 big fields. The Mechets. Not bad, not bad. We'll leave it for now. Solek, nope. Erlengrat, nope. Not interested in any remakes of official maps, because the official maps are all boring and flat, and the fields are too square. Helden. Rolling hills, fields and meadows. Again, the fields it seems a bit too square. We've got 2 options. So we've added Paguanel and what was the other one? Where do I find installed? There we go. Le Haut Grimoire. Oh no, there was 3, wasn't there? There was Le Haut Grimoire, Paguanel, and then the one with the really, really tiny Romanian one. Unless that was Paguanel. It is, yeah. Okay, so we've added 2 maps so far. Risso Forest, that's going to be, yeah, too much logging. If Romania looks as nice as in ETS2, we should go with that. True. Ooh. Okay, the description of this one's got me intrigued. It says, Voulez Normandy isn't your casual farming map. It's a real test of skill and adaptation. Loosely inspired by the Norman bocage, this map immerses you in a living countryside where every hedgerow may hide a rare flower, and every path could lead to a hidden field, sometimes nearly unreachable. Expect steep hills, tricky roads, and rough terrain where every mistake counts. I like the sound of that. There are few supports like the AI network, but help is minimal. I like the sound of that. I like the sound. We'll add that one to the list. We'll take a look at that one. The hamlet sounds small. Oh. Ooh, yeah, okay. Perfect. Look at this. So it contains 40 fields ranging from 0.29 hectares to 1.38 hectares. This is a tiny map. I like it. We'll have that. Gigavold. Maybe a little bit too mountainous. We don't want to go too far. Leebucht. 128 fields. Including 21 meadows. Way too square. Way too square. It's just boring. I've got to be honest. Like, I just find maps like this really boring. Like, it's just a huge flat map with a bunch of square fields. I don't see the enjoyment in maps like that, to be honest. Rudniki, fictional village with a Polish field. Too small. The fields are too square and. Svita. Again. It doesn't look bad. Sosnovka! Oh, Sosnovka from FS17. Oh, wow. That's nostalgic. We're not going to play it because, again, it's an official map, so it's got really square fields and it's really tiny. But that's cool to see. Przybylówko, small town in Poland near Griffith. That seems okay. Bellingvold in the Netherlands. That's going to be very flat then, isn't it? Netherlands is very flat. Yep. Too square and flat again. Kubchovo. A small village among fields and forests. 193 fields. And all of them are almost perfectly square. No, I think we got a good selection. We got 4 maps. We've got 4 maps downloading right now. It's probably going to take a while because we are downloading mods while I'm streaming. But I think that these 4 are going to be quite an interesting selection. And we'll have a little play of each one, and we'll try and decide which one's going to be best for a playthrough, you know. Might take a while to download, by the way. I don't know if the downloads continue whilst we're playing. Like, I don't know if we can set up a new game. Because 2 of the maps have already downloaded. L'Eau Grimoire and Pogranel have already downloaded. But I don't know if these will carry on downloading if we go into one of those maps. We'll just wait. We'll just wait. The only big one is the map itself, and then the hamlet. The other ones are just, you know, quite small mods, really. There's the European Decorative Buildings pack. That's a bigger, slightly bigger one. It won't take too long. Won't take too long. What's everyone's plans for the weekend, anyway? What are you getting up to? As I was saying earlier, I am off to the Wensleydale Railway in Northallerton. They've got an industrial diesel weekend happening, which I'm quite looking forward to. And then I was going to go out on Sunday as well to Barrow Hill Roundhouse, but I just can't be arsed, and also I can't really afford to do 2 visits back to back, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Hopefully it won't be too much longer now. Off to Weston tomorrow to visit some family and may go to the pier. Haven't been in like 10 years. Oh, Weston Supermare? Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous seaside town. Well, technically River Severn, right? I went. I think I've been twice while I was at uni. Sorry, my gear shift is a bit loose. I think I went twice while I lived in Bath when I was at uni. Beautiful, beautiful place. I guess that would have been nearly 10 years ago now. Well, no, it would have been in 2018, I reckon. So about 8 years ago that I was down there. Beautiful place, though. There's a little model shop in Weston Supermare, and quite a lot of my rolling stock on my layout is from that model shop. I bought 2 refrigerated wagons, Japanese refrigerated wagons, and I think I bought some coaches from there as well. It's not really a model shop; it's like a hobby shop. You know, they've got like retro tech and Warhammer stuff and all sorts of bits and pieces like that. Airfix, and they had a bit of a selection of model rail stuff. Okay, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Oh. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully getting back on TikTok again next month. I think we could do with it. Just so that the streams are a bit less dead. Thing is, like I said before, the more viewers that I get on TikTok, the more I get on other platforms as well. So if we can get that back up again, I think we'll benefit everywhere else as well. How did TikTok go on Monday? You didn't get reported once, did you? I did get one. I think it was for product placement again. No, it was for gift solicitation, which is one that I get reported for quite a lot. So not a great sign. But I just ignored it. I think that's the thing is I just have to ignore false reports because making an issue out of them doesn't really help anything, you know? Your gifts got suspended, I think it said, though. Yeah, whenever you get reported, your gifts get suspended for 10 minutes. Which doesn't really bother me, because the amount of money that you get from TikTok gifts is tiny anyway. Come on, we're nearly there. Please. Okay. Right. So we've downloaded 4 new maps. We got Voulay Normandy, The Hamlet, Poguanel, and Les Hauts Grimoires. And I'm going to go into each one at a time and have a quick explore and see, you know, see what each one has to offer, really. So this is Les Hauts Grimoires. It's a French map. We're just going to take a quick drive around, get a look at the fields, and determine if it's a good map for a through the years type challenge. I mean, just looking at this, that field there right in the middle already seems like a perfect size for this kind of thing. But I'm really intrigued to see the Romanian map, because that looked absolutely tiny. Okay, here we go. Right, we're in. We've got... Is that a... Oh, it's an Evian. A fairly modern combine. You know, if we do a series, obviously we're going to start with no equipment, so that we can properly start from scratch. We got some fairly modern stuff here. Do we have a car? Oh, I've got the mod on that doesn't let you swap vehicles, right? Okay. Decent-sized map. Again, there's some slightly larger fields. There's some smaller ones. What I really want to see, though, is how big are the fields once we actually get into them with a tractor? You know, what do they actually look like? Field 180 seems to be the smallest, and that's just over the bridge here. Okay, so this is the smallest field on the map. Honestly, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Wait. Oh, it's a drone. Yeah, I forgot I got a pallet drone mod for testing purposes. Look at this. Okay, this is the best way to look at the map, actually. A nice aerial view. This is a really perfectly sized small field. Imagine a tiny little tractor in a field like this. In fact, if I go to the shop, can we... There we go. This is currently the only classic tractor that we can get, but it's a perfect, you know, it's a perfect way to demonstrate and get a good look at how big the fields are going to be. Where's the shop? Oh, the roads are really tiny. There we go. So this is the ultimate test. If we do a survival series, this is the kind of tractor that we're going to be using. Not this exact one. Oh, I mean, we might do. But tractors like this, we'll be starting off with tractors like this and then building up to more modern stuff. So, is this tractor going to be... Are the fields on this map going to be an appropriate size for a tractor as small as this? That's what we really need to find out. So let's take this down to field 181, or 180, and see how it looks. I mean, it's perfect size for these roads. That's one of the bigger fields on our right there. And I love that there's not a single square field, which I love. I love that the fields are realistically shaped. That's always a big plus on farming sim maps for me. Okay, here we go. That seems perfect. That genuinely seems like a perfect sized field for a tractor of this size. Look at that. Actually, I think there's an even smaller field just over here. Ah, no, it's not a field. There's a plot of land, but it's not a field. Yeah, 181 is that little car park area. So I think 180 is the smallest actual field. 124 looks to be a similar size. We got 175 and 172 here, which also seems similar. And then everything beyond that is when you start to get to bigger stuff. But I think this is a good size. I think this is a perfect size field for a tractor this small. How long does it normally take a year to go by in Farming Sim in real time? It depends what you set the time scale to. When we did Osada, we had the time scale set to 15 times, I think. And we had it set for each year to last a day. So every in-game day, every stream, we did 3 in-game days. So basically every stream 3 years passed and we unlocked 3 years worth of new vehicles. I think we'd probably do something similar this time. Okay, so this is another one of the smaller fields. And yeah, again, perfect size for a tractor like this. I can see, and this one here as well, I could see a little combine on this, you know, like a Rostselmash Neva or another classic combine. In fact, have we got any old combines? Oh no, we currently don't have any combines available because we're in 1950. Ah, there we go. This. I mean, I can see a combine like this in a field like this. You know what I mean? It's a good, again, perfect size field for it. This is a good candidate. This is a very good candidate. Also, because it's a French map, we can probably do grapes as well. Let's check the crop calendar. Where is the crop calendar? Ah, here. Yes, we can do grapes, plant in March, April and May, harvest in September and October. We can do all the usual crops. Are there any special crops? There's summer barley, summer wheat, winter barley and winter wheat. That's good. Oh, there's alfalfa, cover crop, green rye, meadowgrass, mustard, rye, silage maize, spelt and triticale. A lot of good options there for crops. Clover. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. We can grow clover. This field's got green beans in it at the minute. I like this. I like this map. Very promising first sign. What are the production chains like? We got a bakery. We got an oil mill. Very good, because we can do canola oil, sunflower oil, etc., etc. Carpentry, if we want to do logging. There's a sawmill, again, if we want to do logging. There's a small greenhouse for us to grow veg. There's 2 factories on here, but it won't let me see what they are. Oh, they're greenhouses as well. Right. Does it have trains? It doesn't have trains. It's too small for trains. I don't think any of these maps have trains, to be honest. Which is a shame. Another sawmill. Dairy. So there's no spinnery. There's no cereal factory, so we might have to build one of those. But there's a bakery, so we could do breads. You know, we could do potentially cake. Oh, wait, there's no flour mill either. There's a bakery, but there's no flour mill, so that'd make it quite difficult, actually, for us to do breads. Okay, okay. But it's a good map. It's a good map. It's promising. Let's go and check out the next one. I don't know why I saved. Didn't mean to do that. So that was Candidate 1. That was the French map. Let's try Pogoanel. This is the Romanian map. Okay. This time, I'm going to turn off all the DLC. apart from the ones that are required. Just because I want to be able to buy a tractor and have a look around. In fact, that's what we should have done. We should have installed a couple of vintage tractor mods before we started. Okay, wait, don't. Before I do anything else, I'm going to quickly go back to the main menu again. And I'm going to quickly look at the mod hub. Doesn't want to load. There we go. Small tractors. And is there a Massey 135 here? There's some really good vintage tractors that we will definitely look at if we do a vintage survival series, but what I really want right now is... Where is it? Okay, we can't get the 135. We can get the 165. We do have the Fiat 1500 DT, which is a good smallish tractor. Or maybe the Volvo BM. Let's download this one. Oh, they're all... No, they're not in alphabetical order, are they? Obviously, we just completely restart our mod list. You know, get rid of everything and start a fresh mod list. There we go. So, once again, this is the Romanian map. We've had a look at the French one. Good size, good variety of field sizes. This map is absolutely tiny, so I want to know exactly what we're getting. Will it be a candidate? The thing is, a map like this, it might be good when we start out with the tiny tractors, but once we get to the more modern stuff, we might not have enough room. Like, this is properly tiny. This is really, really tiny. And once again, this is the kind of tractor that we'd be starting with. Oh, oh wow, look at the size of the fields here. Whoa. Okay, okay. That is ridiculously tiny. That is the smallest field on the map, to be fair. So the smallest fields on the map are 36, 31, 96, and then 20, 21, 22. So there are some slightly larger ones. My first impression is, good gods, this is a small map. The question is it too small for what we want to do? Because again, once we start to unlock bigger tractors, we're going to outgrow the map, you know what I mean? There's one of the larger fields on the map. In fact, what is the largest field? 45 looks to be... Oh no, number 5 over there, but 45 is quite a big one as well. I like the windmill. Okay. This, on my right, is the smallest field on the map. This is a field. This is registered as a plot of farmland by the game. And that one next to it as well. Oh my god, I didn't even notice that one. So these are the two smallest fields in the game, in this map. Wow. Okay. And by contrast, 45, was it? The largest field on the map is... I think it's that... I think it's this one back here. Hold on a second. Yeah, I think it's this. It is. Okay. This is the largest field on the map. And that there, just in front of the windmill, is the smallest field on the map. I'm going to say this one might be a bit too small. It could be really fun for a vintage series, you know, if we were just sticking with the vintage equipment, it could be really cool. But with the Through the Years mod, I feel like we would outgrow this farm very quickly if we're going to be constantly getting more and more modern equipment. Like, I feel like this is a bit too small. Again, if we were doing a pure vintage survival series, yes, this would be absolutely perfect. But for the Through the Years mod, I think we'd quickly outgrow it. So, I'm going to say probably not for the Romanian map. It does have a train, though. Or it has a railway line, at least. I don't know if any train actually runs on it, but that is a plus in its favour. And I appreciate the detail of having the tracks be overgrown. In fact, that does look like we might actually be able to rent a train. Let me just head over there. If we can rent a train, that's quite a big tick in this map's favour, I've got to be honest. It feels very detailed as well. Like, with a smaller map, you've got more... You know, you can afford to put more detail in, because you're in a more concentrated area. This is some really, really nice detail. It does look beautiful. Like, look, another really tiny field here. Oh my god, I think we can rent a train. No way. There's no icon. No, I think it's abandoned. Again, look at the detail, though. It's like, it's all overgrown. Oh, yeah, the pit's filled in. Oh, that's a shame that the train can't be used, but look at the attention to detail. This is gorgeous. This is a really beautiful map. Okay, before we take a look at the next one, is there anywhere else that I want to check out? I'd quite like to look at Field 5, which is the actual biggest field on the map. Let's get some idea of how big, you know, how much space we actually would have to work with if we played this with the Through the Years mod. It looks incredible. It looks absolutely stunning. I'm really tempted by this one. I love a small map. I love a small map in Farming Sim. There's way too many big maps. Everyone's always like, wow, look, I've made the biggest map in Farming Sim ever. It's 8 times the size of a normal map. Nobody makes small maps. Not like properly detailed small maps like this. This is really something special. Like, just my first impression of it. It looks so cool. There's quite a lot of pedestrians, I'm noticing. If I had to guess, I'm presuming that every map spawns the same number of pedestrians, but because this is a smaller map, they're all, like, concentrated in one area. There's a lot of pedestrians. Oh, is that a production chain? It's not, no. There is an animal dealer, but there's no production chains at all. There's no bakery. A bakery would be nice. I think that there's enough room, even on a tiny map like this. You know, one of these houses could have been replaced by a bakery. So again, if we did play this map, we'd have to build our own bakery or spinnery or oil mill, whatever production chains we want to do. I think this is a potential farm area. Ah, yeah, there's the AI guy, Uncle whatever he's called. So that's where the starting farm would be if you played on new farmer mode. Oh. Once again, some tiny fields out back here. Long, thin fields, Polish style, which I appreciate. That straight ahead of us is Field 5. So this is the biggest field on the map. This is the actual biggest field on the map. Oh my god, look, you can actually see the entire map if you zoom out in the construction menu. That's it. That is the whole map. I love it. I absolutely love this. It's so tiny and cute and really highly detailed. I'm really tempted. I'm really tempted by this one. Also, hello, Sophie. How are you doing? We're just trying to pick a map for our next Farming Sim series. We're probably going to be using a mod called Through the Years. A couple of years ago in Farming Sim 22, I played on a map called Osada, but we were using this mod called Through the Years, and what it does is it adds an in-game year, and you can only buy equipment from that year. So we started in 1960, and we could only buy tractors from 1960. We could only buy, like, equipment from 1960. And as we played and the years progressed, we started to unlock more and more modern vehicles. I think we finished in the year 2000. And it was so fun. It's such a cool idea for a mod, and there is a version of that mod for FS25. So we're just looking for a map that'd work for it. This map, I think, would be good at the start with all the tiny vintage vehicles, but I think this map is going to be too small once we start to unlock the bigger stuff. So I as much as it is a gorgeous map, and I would absolutely love to do a series on this map, I don't think it's right for Through the Years. But here's the biggest field. This is the biggest field on the entire map, and there's a Volvo BM series tractor for scale. That's your largest field, and over here, there's your smallest fields. I don't know. It's such a cool map, but I think it's a bit too small for this particular series. Let's go and check out the next one. So we've checked out the French map. We've checked out the Romanian map. We do have 2 more maps that I want to have a quick look at. And then we'll sort of decide which one we want to use for the next series. Okay, so the next map is the Hamlet, which... Was it Netherlands, this one? I think this one said Netherlands. Let's go for the Zetor Major this time for our small tractor. Okay, here we go. Another... Oh, this is the Swiss one. So this is in Switzerland, this map. Again, a lot of small fields. It's bigger than the Romanian map, but it's smaller than the French map. And again, a decent selection of fields of various sizes. It is one of those maps where you get starting equipment even if you choose not to. So we would have to sell all of the equipment at the start if we wanted to do a Through the Years challenge on it. But it's a good first impression. Let's go and buy a tractor and have a spin. Beautiful. It's just a particularly bad sprain, should heal in a few weeks. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Sophie. Glad to hear you're alright. Okay, so. Already, some decent-sized fields, not too big, not too small. I guess the question is... Same as with the last map, the question is, what's the biggest field and what's the smallest field? The biggest field looks to be 74. So let's go and check that one out. There does seem to be a bit less variety in the field sizes. The Romanian map, you know, it had that really, really tiny field, and then it had, like, a small-ish one. This one, all of the fields look to be roughly the same size, so I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think I'd prefer more of a variety, so that we can start with the smaller fields and then buy the bigger ones as we progress. Also, I happen to have picked the slowest possible tractor for this. They're not bad sizes, though. And the thing is, as well, from a viewer standpoint, you know, I think it's a lot more interesting to play a map with smaller fields, because it means we can do so many more jobs in a single live stream. Like, when you're playing on one of those massive maps, you spend the whole stream just, like, cultivating one field, right? Whereas with maps like this, where you've got these really tiny fields, I can cultivate a field, then I can go and spread lime in another field, and I can go and plough another field, and I can harvest another field. You know, I can do like 4 or 5 different jobs in several fields, rather than on the bigger maps where I'm spending the whole stream in one single field doing one single job. So I do think these smaller maps are better for streaming, you know. This field here looks about the same size as the biggest field from the previous map. And this field here, this is the biggest one on this map. Which is decent, you know, it's a decent size. And we could work this field with some slightly larger equipment, is the thing. Like, obviously not massive, massive equipment, but I could see a New Holland TX32 combine in here, you know. I could see a Class Dominator in a field of this size. So it's... I think this is a good size. What's the smallest field on this map, though? I think that would be field 23. Or possibly 67 might be slightly smaller. But 23 here, I think, is more or less the smallest field. It's not bad, not bad. What's this map you on now? This is a Swiss map, so we're in Switzerland now. So what happened was my boots lock into the horse tack, so I was unseated after coming off a jump. And the safety feature that unlocks your boots failed, but only one side, so I got dragged along. Ooh. Oh dear, Sophie. Well, I'm glad you're okay, all the same. Sounds painful. So this is the smallest field on this map. Not bad, not bad. I will say another thing. This map doesn't look as detailed than the previous one. Like, if you look at the road, for example, it does feel like the road has kind of just been plonked down, you know? It doesn't... With the other map, the road, you know, there was grass creeping up onto the sides of the road, and it really felt like a road that had been there for years and years. Stuff like this, where you've kind of just got a building just plonked down, and there is grass around it, but there's no, like, weeds crawling up the side, you know, there's no little bushes and little piles of clutter in the corners. It does feel a bit emptier. I'll be honest, so far, the Romanian map is still the top of my list. This doesn't seem like a bad map, but it doesn't feel as detailed. It feels a little bit basic. What are the production chains like, though? That's another important question. There aren't any. So once again, we'd have to build our own bakery and everything like that. Ooh, I like the house textures, though. Not bad, not bad. Another decent-sized field here as well. But yeah, to me, first impression feels a bit less polished. Let's go and check out the Normandy map. So we got another French map to finish off. And this one's called Valley Normandy. And let's take a... Let's take the Fiat 1300 DT as our small tractor for this one. Could have been much worse. I could have been kicked in the head. Yeah, I guess you were quite lucky to come away with just a sprain. But it's good to have you back. Okay. No. Immediately no. Way too big. Jesus Christ. Yeah. No. Too big. I immediately... There's way too much going on here. Where's the smallest field? 104 looks to be very small. Okay. So there is some variety in field sizes. You know, there is quite a variety of small and large fields, which is good. But I think that the map as a whole it is a bit too big. Again, when you're live streaming, every second counts, right? I mean, not literally, but when I'm live streaming and my farm is over here and there's a field over here that I need to cultivate, I'm spending like 5 minutes of stream time just driving across the map. And that's not what people want to see in Farming Sim. People want to see me doing the actual farming. So I think a map like this, it's too big, it's too spread out. The only thing it's really got going for it is the variety of field sizes. In terms of detail, it looks pretty good. But I really think, I think none of this really compares to the Romania map. Like, I immediately, this one, I'm not feeling it. Which can only mean one thing. When Farming Sim returns in October, we will be playing Pogoanel, the Romanian map. Let's have one last look at it, just to recap what it looks like. We'll once again grab the wonderful Volvo BM series tractor. Take that with us. And let's have another look. I mean, yeah, look at the difference. The difference in the level of detail is immediately noticeable. Poguanelli de Sus. Yes, and that means South Poguanelli. Yeah, this just feels so much more realistic. The level of detail here compared to the previous map, wild. The overgrown track bed, really cool. You know, there's a little lake. How does the lake look? Because I do think a lot of maps don't really do water very well. Oh, look at this. You got a perfect, like, gradual build-up of pond life as you go out. It's not just like a really, what's the word? It's not like a really defined border where you've just got the water and then the land. You've actually got these plants that are, you know, growing down the bank and into the water. This looks gorgeous. This is, oh, look at this. There's benches that are nestled into the undergrowth. There's a little watchtower. Oh, can we climb the watchtower? Love that tractor. Me too, Sophie. Oh, yeah, look at this. Just feels so much more detailed. Can you imagine us doing a series on this map? I love it. The thing is, it doesn't just feel like assets have been plopped down, you know? Like, look at this. There's the little rusty bike rack with the bike in it. It doesn't just feel like they've gone, oh, put a building there, put a road there, put a telegraph pole there. It all feels very natural. Oh, and look at the street lamp integrated into the telegraph poles as well. I think this is where we refuel, by the way. Yeah, look at that. That's such a cool touch. So instead of a petrol station, we've just got a big fuel trailer here that everyone in the village comes to refuel from. What's this? Is this a water pump? This is cool. This is really cool. I am impressed by this map. The only building that looks out of place is this. This looks a little bit odd. And we also can't go in it, which is a shame. But everything else about this just looks so good. I'm impressed. I'm seriously impressed by this map. This is the one. When we bring back Farming Sim in October, this is the map that we're going to be playing on. Absolutely stunning. And I cannot get over just how tiny it is. Like, ridiculously small. This again, this is what I mean. Look at the clutter here. You know, it feels... It just feels so much more detailed. There's stuff here. It's not just assets just plopped down. Oh my god, there's a scarecrow! Oh, cool. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one, for sure. It's very small, and I do think we're going to struggle, down the line we're going to struggle when we start to get bigger equipment, because it is such a tiny map. But I can see myself having a lot of fun with a map like this. Let's have a little bit of an explore before we move on to Stardew Valley. Okay, we got... This isn't a field, this is concrete. We got a little concrete area out here that we could park some tractors on. Park some equipment. This is absolutely gorgeous. I know I keep saying it, but wow. Beautiful, beautiful looking map. But so tiny. Look at that, we're at the edge of the map already. That's it. It's as far as we can go. You know what? This would be good for an ultra-realism kind of thing. You know, like we did with Kinleague, where we just added all the realism mods that we could. This would be the perfect map for something like that. I think that's what we'll do. We'll kind of do something similar to ultra-realism, but with the Through the Years mod as well. I can really see myself having a lot of fun on this map. I can't get over how tiny everything is, though. All the tiny, tiny fields. Like, look at that. You could harvest that in like 5 minutes with the with a bigger combine. Just incredible. Look at the detail of this. There's this little overflow pond here. Sorry for like nerding out about it, but I just can't get over how detailed this map feels. This map's really nice, to be fair. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Again, the only thing that concerns me is that once we unlock bigger tractors, it's gonna, you know, we're gonna get fields done in literally minutes. But I guess, you know, that's when you end the series, once you start to get to the point where you can get this really massive, expensive equipment, right? Maybe we'll do it slower. Maybe instead of, you know, in Osada, we started in 1960 and we finished in the year 2000. So we did 40 years of vehicles. Maybe this time we'll start in the 50s and go to like the 70s. So we're only doing like 20 years, and we'll have it so that the time progresses a little bit slower, so we have more time to appreciate the smaller equipment before it's gone, right? But look at this. A field like this, even with the smallest equipment, a field like this will be done in seconds. This would be a good field for like carrots or parsnips, because the equipment is really slow. Even the modern equipment is really tiny and slow. This is very promising, though. I'm really excited for this now. I think this is going to be, potentially, this could be my defining Farming Simulator 25 series, because Osada was by far the best series of Farming Sim that we've ever done. The best Farm Sim Friday series we did, in my opinion, was Osada. And this map feels like the perfect successor to that. So yeah, that's the plan. When Farming Sim returns in October, this is the map we're going to be playing on. It's called Pagoanel, or Pogoanel. It's an absolutely tiny Romanian map, but so gorgeous, so detailed. We're going to use the Through the Years mod. We're going to use all vintage retro equipment, really tiny old school equipment. We're going to add a ton of realism mods, so it's super realistic and challenging experience like we did with Kinlake. I'm excited now. I'm excited for more Farm Sim Friday. But that's it. That's where we're going to leave Farming Sim for today. We are going to now switch over and do some Stardew for a bit. But I'm glad we did that. I'm glad we spent a bit of time today thinking about what map we're going to do next. Because as much as I like Witcombe Park Farm, it's not the best map I've ever played, and I do think it's about time we tried a different map, you know, which is what we're going to do. Anyway, switching cameras. There we go, switching to the single camera. Hopefully I can do this without having to unplug anything. I'm going to try and just move my mic over. Let me know if it starts crackling, because if it does, I'll have to restart split cam. I can hang my keys up. And then... There we go. Okay, I think we're good. Successfully moved without having to reset split cam. Okay, so we're now going to play some Stardew Valley. Let me make sure that the category is set properly on Kick and Twitch. Thank you, STFC. Right. And now let me get the game launched. We might only do an hour of Stardew today, to be honest, because it's been a fairly quiet stream again. That's another reason that I'm wanting to take a break from Farm Sim Friday, because it has, you know, been a very slow stream for the last few installments. And I find that whenever a particular series is starting to dwindle a little bit in terms of interest, it's best to just take a break from it and come back to it fresh sometime later. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. Launching Stardew now. Here we go. I'm back, just taking some painkillers. Welcome back, Sophie. Try and get comfortable. Oh, I'm not quite in frame, am I? That'll do. Okay, continuing. Right. So at the end of the last episode, we ordered a chicken coop, right? Or wait, did we not say? Did that not get saved? I don't know if it did save. Requires scythe. Okay. Okay. Bring Jodie a cauliflower. Investigate the community centre. 10 green slimes. Reach level 40 in the mines. Did we not reach level 40 in the mine yet? Let's try and do that. Let's make that our first objective for today. Right. Ah, no, we only got as far as level 35. Oh, I remember, because it started to get really dark, didn't it? How is our energy so low already? We've barely done anything. Omnigeode, what's that? Oh, it's right there. Fuck's sake. Oh, my God. Can we get in? Ah. Starting to feel exhausted. Let's eat. So I just need to find one more ladder, right? Oh, it's there. That's level 40. Hey! A slingshot, cool. Okay. Reach the bottom of the mine. Ooh, how much deeper does it go? Oh, slimes. Hey. Oh, what happened? Oh, we can enter the Adventurers Guild. Cool. Have you seen this farm safety video where they put a super realistic human arm against a spinning PTO shaft? I haven't, Sophie, I haven't. I can imagine what that would look like, though. Oh god, these guys are awful. Oh, they're soot sprites. Oh, cute. Inventory full? Oh, shit. Suppose I could eat a mushroom. Oh, have I poisoned myself? Oh, I've exhausted myself, right. Shit. A level 2 combat, nice. Dear Miss Saul, last night a Joja team member found you incapacitated. A medical team was dispatched to bring you home safely. I've been billed 416 gold for falling asleep in the mine. Lovely. Not to worry. Back to it. Enter the Adventurers Guild. Where is the Adventurers Guild? Doesn't actually show you on the map where it is. Reach farming level 1 and craft a scarecrow. Build a coop, which we've already done. Unless it didn't save, which it might not have done. I guess if it hasn't, we're going to need 1,000 more coins, aren't we? So that's good. Can't read that. Is there something in particular I should be looking for in here? Oh, wait. What's the sound? I don't know what that sound is. Okay, maybe I need to come back here when I have more of an understanding of what's going on. Can we fish from the top of the cliff? We can! Cool. I've spent most of my time in this game fishing to this point. Get out of the way, you're gonna get a fishing lure in the face. Screevy says, tomorrow you can visit the wizard to understand the text on the tiles. Oh, okay. And what about the Adventurers Guild? Where do I go for that? Because it says enter the Adventurers Guild. Or Explorers Guild, whatever it is. 14-inch smallmouth. Whoa, don't think about it. Stay where you are. 12-inch smallmouth. It's the house next to the mine entrance. Okay, thank you, Scrivy. Inch smallmouth. It's literally just smallmouth in here. Oh, I can't quite cast far enough from here. Also, I'm guessing it didn't save our progress from when we built the chicken coop last time, because it doesn't look like one's been built. Yeah, it didn't save our progress last time when we built the coop, so we need to make another 300 coins to start building it again, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I mean, we can get that just on fish, right? I've never tried fishing up here. Let's give it a go. No, I want to... Why is it... Why will it not let me cast... There we go. Very quiet up here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What are you then? Hey, largemouth bass, 16-inch, nice. Different areas allow you to catch different kinds of fish. Yeah, so far, the pond, the waters near the farm, we were mostly getting bream and smallmouth bass. Oh, I can't reach that from here. That's my first largemouth bass. So yeah, so different areas give you different fish. That's cool. Oh. I don't think we can reach it. It's gone anyway. Ooh, treasure, treasure, come on. Yes, we got treasure. Ooh, carp! Hey, 26-inch carp. Damn, there's some big fish up here. Whoa. And 10 bait. Ooh, causes fish to bite faster. Must first be attached to a fishing rod. Cool. How does that... How do we attach it? Okay. I'm not sure how we attach it to the fishing rod. But we've caught 2 new kinds of fish so far. Make that 3! A bullhead! Cool. God, these are big fish as well, compared to the waters at home. Oh, pulled out too early. There's fish right at the base of the waterfall. Oh, we actually caught something. Okay. Right. A 22-inch carp? No way. My god, this is the strat. Just fish at the base of the waterfall. 18-inch carp. Let's have one more. Oh, I'm starting to feel exhausted. Never mind, never mind. Let's go and check out the Adventurers Guild before it shuts. Greetings! In the market for a new sword. I've currently got a steel small sword. Ooh, pirate sword cutlass. Sneakers, +1 defense. Leather boots, +1 defense, +1 immunity. Okay. So we can buy some stuff here. Monster eradication goals help us keep the valley safe. Ooh. Right. Come back when you got something to show me, kids. Okay, will do. Can I go in your back room? Ooh, slay 1,000 monsters to enter the back room. Cool. Right, let's go home and sell all these fish. And hopefully we'll have enough to build the chicken coop again tomorrow. Ooh. Oh, that's... Wasn't that red earlier? Hmm. Okay. That's got to get us enough, surely. $596. That'll do it. Thank you. Oh, we got mail. Ah, my sources tell me you've been poking around inside the old community centre. Why don't you pay me a visit? My chambers are west of the forest lake in the stone tower. I may have information concerning your rat problem. Mr. Rasmodius, wizard. West of the lake. So that's... West of the lake? Okay, where's west of the lake? One River Road? This trailer? Does he live in this trailer? Oh, there! Oh, there, right, I see, I see. We haven't really explored the southwest of the map yet. Let's have a look down there. Hi, me sell hats, okay, Poke. Come to old house, Poke. Bring coins, hat mouse. Okay. Okay, so the wizard lives down in the southwest. Rasmodius is his name. Wait, how do I get down there? This way. Yeah, I've not even been to this part of the map yet. Let's do a quick fish and see what kind of fish are down here. Soggy newspaper fish. Oh, there's treasure. We'll never get it. It's too high. This fish isn't going to get high enough for us to... Oh, I've done it. Whoa, okay. Settle down. Sunfish. And a Nautilus fossil. Cool. Okay, I don't want to spend too long here, because we do still need to get back up to the carpenters. Okay, we can't go over there. Oh, is that where... That's where the events normally are, isn't it? Ah, it's the hat shop. Which is definitely... Oh, cool. Sorry. Oh, it's a cat. It's a cat that sells hats. Well, actually, no, he's the hat mouse, isn't he? He's a mouse that sells hats. Sou'wester. The shape helps to keep sailors dry during summer storms. Cool. Can't afford it, because I need to take this money and buy a chicken coop. But nice to meet you. Also, I know the wizard's house is the other way, but I just want to explore a little bit, because I've not really seen this area. Yeah. It's locked. Oh, can we go in there at some point? Oh boy, we can go in the sewer in this game? Game of the year. Okay, here he is. Ooh. Come in. Are you Rasmodius? I am Rasmodius. Okay, I thought so. Seeker of the arcane truths. Mediary between physical and ethereal. Master of the 7 elementals. Yeah, you get the point. And you, the one whose arrival I've long foreseen. I'd like to show you something. Behold! An apple child. You've seen one before, haven't you? Yeah, we saw a yellow one. They call themselves the Junimos, mysterious spirits. For some reason, they refuse to speak with me. Okay, not sure why they've moved into the community centre, but you have no reason to fear them. Good. You found a golden scroll written in an unknown language? Most interesting. Stay here. I'm going to see for myself. I'll return shortly. Okay. I found the note. The language is obscure, but I was able to decipher it. We, the Junimo, are happy to aid you. In return, we ask for gifts of the valley. If you are one with the forest, then you will see the true nature of this scroll. One with the forest. What do they mean? Didn't they say one with the valley? Okay, I'm coming. My cauldron's bubbling with ingredients from the forest. A baby fern, moss grub, caramel top toadstool. Okay. Drink up. I mean, not really sure if I want to. Fine, I'll... Oh, right, that's a big gulp. Okay, sure. I mean, it can't be any worse than whatever's in this thing. Although this doesn't make me hallucinate trees. Okay, yeah, this is... Wow, what was in that? You turn up to a random wizard's house and he's like, here, drink this magic brew. And you're just like, yeah, okay. I mean, you get what's coming to you, you know. You've gained the power of forest magic. Ooh, now you can decipher the true meaning of the Junimo scrolls. Cool. Oh, does that mean we can go in the sewer now? By the power of Junimo, we can go in the sewer. Why is it locked? I want to explore the sewers. You were just saying that it stinks. You're like, oh, this smells so gross. How do we get in? I think Gunther has the key. Okay. Professor Gunther, the man who runs the museum. Why do you think he has it? Saw a big rusty old key fall out of his pocket one time. A creepy sewer door like this. There's just got to be a match for a big rusty old key. Oh. Oh, there's going to be slimes in there, isn't there? There's something moving around in there. Oh, we're going to bravely investigate. It's going to burst out. Okay. Okay. I'm guessing we need to find Professor Gunther and tell him about this. Oh, cool. Okay. Is that a purple pig with sunglasses and a fez? Cold. Sophie said the nurse had to cut my brand new £600 riding boots to get off. Oh my god, weren't you literally just in yesterday's stream? You were talking about wearing in your new riding boots? That's so unfortunate. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Sophie. Hey, Binks. Oh, I don't have the... I need to get stones and wood to be able to get the chicken coop ordered. There we go. An itch on my arm. Oh, there's different coloured totems around. Right, I see. So the rabbit one at our house is green. That one looks like a bear of some kind, and it's red. Okay, give me a coop. Build. Do we want to put it behind? Last time we decided to put it behind. Should we put it in the same spot this time? Because I mean, we could put it down here, maybe. Yeah, let's put it there. Okay, now where is Professor Gunther? Would he be at the museum? That'd be my guess. Also, have I met you yet? Hi. Do you have fun working on the farm? Yeah. Well, that's good, isn't it? It sure is. Maru, nice to meet you. Oh, I don't think I've met you yet either. Nice day, isn't it? It is, Sam. It is. Donate to museum. Donate what? Doesn't seem like you have anything to do. It's the same thing happened last time. I donated something and then he doesn't actually tell me about it. Also, I thought I was going to get a key off you, but I guess not. A key to open a door. Just, I've not... Forget I said anything. Oh, there's a sewer entrance here. Also locked. Hi there, miss. Oh, yeah, you're one of the kids that was trying to get into the sewer, aren't you? Oh, this is a nice house. Oh, this is where Jody and Ken live? Did it say Ken or Kent? Kent. Okay. So who else lives here? Sam. And... oh, Vincent. After donating a few things, you eventually get rewards. I see. What's everyone's favourite sport, says Sophie. Well, I'm not really interested in sports. In terms of playing, I quite like badminton. I've not played it for years, but I do enjoy a good game of badminton. Okay, we've still got 5 more residents to meet. Oh yeah, Jodie wanted a cauliflower, didn't she? Yes, of course, Scrivy, big on the cricket. As is P. How's P doing? He's not been in for a while. Football or darts can be fun to watch. I like darts. I like to play darts. And pool. Like a nice game of pool. She's still not feeling great? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I noticed she's been playing a lot of Stardew, so at least she's keeping herself busy while she's not feeling well. Ooh, I would like that. And can I get the fish as well? Yes, I can. Ooh, 19-inch bream. Catch 100 fish. Cool. Oh, 2 geodes. Also cool. I think we're going to need more storage space soon. Who here knows what my favourite sport is? I mean, I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess horse racing, Sophie. Said sorry she's not been in and she'll be back. Oh, that's lovely. She appreciates you asking. Thank you. I mean, P's been a long time viewer now, regular viewer. I always feel concerned when my regular viewers don't show up, you know. So it's nice to know, you know, it's just nice to be updated and know that they're, you know that they're doing all right. Well, not all right in this case, but you know what I mean. Cricket says Scribby. Oh yeah, horse. Yeah, just horse. My favourite sport is just horse. Horseplay. That's what, like, all horse-related sports should come under the single name horseplay. We'll just call all horse-related sports horseplay. Oh, recycling machine. A worm bin. Okay. It's summer. Okay, our first season. We've passed our first season in the game. Oh shit. Average British summer lately. Good lord. I mean, I was hoping at least I'd get that cauliflower. God damn. So how does growing crops work in summer then? Can we still grow them, but they need to be like hydrated more, or what? How does it work? Also, what's our seed situation? We don't really have any, do we? Maybe we should go and buy some seeds for a start. I'm liking the summer music. Oh wait, what was that? What is that? It looks like a persimmon. It's a spice berry. Cool. Oh. This wasn't here before, was it? I guess I just didn't notice it before. Oh, Pierre's doesn't open for another half an hour. Let's go and catch a fish. Oh. Ooh. No. Oh, I lost the fish, but I got... Oh, no. If you don't get the fish, you don't get the treasure? Shit. Oh, I was so close as well. Well, win a few, lose a few. Ooh. Tomatoes. Let's buy some of those. Blueberries take 13 days to mature and continue to produce after first harvest. Oh, tomatoes take 11 days. Jesus. Ah, okay, so there's seasonal crops, right? We have to plant different crops at different times a year. Makes sense, makes sense. Wheat grows quite quickly, so let's buy some of that. Bit of an investment. Poppy seeds. What else grows quickly? Ooh, hops. Maybe later. Poppies seem to be fairly quick. Oh, radishes. Oh, I love radishes. They're so easy to grow as well. We always grow radishes in our garden. Well, I say always. We haven't actually grown any this year, but we do grow them. Ooh, sweet peas. Nice. So we've just got to plant summer crops. That's the idea now. Oh, it's so hard to aim in this game. I wish there was a little grid that showed you where you were aiming. Like there is when you plant the seeds. Okay, and let's fish a bit, I guess. I mean, we could sell we could sell all of these veg that we've picked. Let's try and fish somewhere else, because now that I know there's different fish in different areas, I want to see what else I can find. Right, let's see what we get here. Max cast into the deep water as well. Perfect. And I caught driftwood. Brilliant. Oh, oh. Oh, it's tricky. It's a slippery one. What an arsehole. Okay, this must be a new kind of fish, because none of the ones that I've caught so far have behaved like this. And I'm guessing they all behave differently when you're reeling them in. Jesus. This guy really doesn't want to be caught. Fucking hell. Yeah, this is impossible. What the hell fish is this? I'm going to try one more time. Oh, fuck the treasure. I'm not going to get the treasure. Jesus Christ. Oh, I did get the treasure. Cool. What the hell is this? I'm really curious now. I know that I'm not going to be able to catch it, but I'm really curious what kind of fish this is. That's so annoying. Yeah, it's just it's impossible. I wonder if we need a special kind of rod for it, like if we need to upgrade the rod again. Because this is the fourth time I've hooked it, and I've failed to reel it in all 4 times. That's insane. But I want to know what it is. I want to know what kind of fish it is now. Last time. Yeah, I'm not going to catch that. Oh, that's so annoying because I really want to know what kind of fish it is. It's clearly going to be some super rare one, right? That you can... Maybe I do need to upgrade my rods to be able to catch it. I don't like that I can just hear flies constantly. Is it going to be like that for the entire summer? Because I don't like it. It's annoying. I guess I'll have an early night. Can I go to bed this early? Yeah. I'm just waiting on this chicken coop. Hey, dear soul, how's the country life going for you? It's been lovely here without you, but I'm proud of what you're doing. It's been lonely here without you, but I'm proud of what you're doing. Found an envelope with some money Grandpa left for you. Oh, 500. Nice. Let's go buy some more seeds with that. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Shop's not open yet. Help wanted. My goat's got a really hankering for wheat. Can't find it myself. Help. 75 gram gold on delivery. Makes Marnie happy. I'll accept that. We got some wheat growing at the minute. Oh my god, are all the fish just like livelier in the summer or something? What the hell's going on? I've just lost my ability to fish. Jesus Christ. Oh, thanks for the drink up, Sophie. Thank you. That was the last bit of monster that I had. Like, what is going on? It really feels like suddenly fishing's way harder, and I don't quite understand what's changed. Is it just because it's summer? Are fish harder to catch in summer? Ridiculous. This is not where I wanted to be. I want to be in the shop. Let's buy some more wheat seeds. Let's get a couple of poppy seeds. And maybe some blueberry seeds as well. A couple of those. Okay, let's have blueberries here and here so that they get watered every day. Poppies. And we might need to hoe some more ground. To plant some more wheat. Right. Let me try and catch a fish here. Normally, like, this is where the easy fish are, right, at home. So let's try and catch one here. Nope, that wasn't one. Oh, thank God. Rainbow trout, 14 inch. Wow. That is a new fish. I've never caught one before. Oh my God, yeah. It must be to do with the season. It must be just that fish are, like, harder to catch in summer or something. Because they seem to be really lively. 1 second. Oh wait, why is my inventory bar moved to the top? Did I press something? I didn't notice what I just did. Ah. Oh, it's because I'm at the bottom of the map. Right. Don't like that. Yeah, so fish are just harder to catch in the summer then. That's the only possible explanation. Which is really annoying because it was like the main way for me to make money. So I'm guessing now I have to rely on crop farming. Oh my god, how long does it take to smoke? I want to start playing this, but I don't know where to start. Well, when I started, P helped me out for the first episode, but when I started, we started by fishing. Fishing is a good way to make money in the spring, but it seems like now that it's summer, the fish are way harder to catch, so now I need to focus on crop farming. And we are going to have a chicken coop this time tomorrow, so once that's done, I'm guessing... I don't know what the animal welfare kind of, side of things is like. I'm not sure how high maintenance animals are. I'm guessing they need feeding and probably watering as well. Oh, finally, a good catch. Okay. Now it feels like fishing's back to normal again. So I don't quite get how it works. Maybe it's just the sunfish. Maybe the rainbow trout, sorry. Maybe the rainbow trout only come out in summer, and they're the really difficult ones to catch, but you will still hook the other kinds of fish as well. That'd be my guess. Let me test... Let me go back down to the lake that I was fishing in before, because there was a really difficult fish there. Let me try and get that one again and see what happens. Okay, here we go. Max cast as well. A broken CD. Okay. Green algae. What is going on? Oh. Fishing was the one thing that I could rely on in this game. It was the one constant in this game. And now now I don't even know what it is anymore. Oh, yeah. Okay, so there's still the really difficult fish in this particular lake. I feel like there's something there. There's some kind of rare fish in there. I'm telling you now, I'm calling it. There was an earthquake during the night. Oh. Okay. Hey, chicken coop. Cool. Okay, let me water all the veg first before we do anything else. And then check our mail. I lost my lucky purple shorts. I'm telling you because I think I can trust you. If you find them, bring them back to me discreetly. I'll pay well, thank you, maileress. Okay. Did your phone just ring? No. No. Okay, we got a chicken coop. But we don't have any chickens yet, so where do we buy chickens? Marnie's Ranch? I heard a notification sound. It wasn't on my end. Open 9 AM. Okay, we'll wait around for a second then. There we go. Immediately leaves. Hey, purchase animals, chickens. 800. Okay. Guess I'll try and do some more fishing then. If I can catch whatever the fuck's in this lake. It's impossible. It is a nightmare. What is it? What is in this lake? I don't understand. Oh, it's pissing me off. It's like actually pissing me off at this point. No, come on. Oh, we were so fucking close then. So unbelievably close to catching it then, and it just fucking goes. Ah. Oh. This is going to piss me off so much if I can't catch this. Oh, fuck off with the seaweed. Yes! It's a pike! It's a pike! Of course it's a fucking pike. That makes so much sense. It's a 48-inch pike. We just caught a 4-foot-long fish. That explains so much. That explains why it was such a bitch. Because pike are so fucking... Like, I don't fish, but even I know that pike are a nightmare to catch. I'm happy with that, though. Thank God. We can end the stream here. Can we smoke it as well? Get a bit more money? Loving the music in this game, by the way. Right, I better get some serious cash for this pike. Sunfish. Oh, we got another lively one. I bet this is a rainbow trout again. And I bet we won't catch it. Ooh. No, we've lost it. We lost it. It's too jumpy. It just bounces around too much. No. Once you start to lose control, it's almost impossible to regain it. It becomes like a lost cause. Like, once you lose it the first time, you won't get it back. Oh. Well, that was significantly easier. And another one. Okay. I think we'll call it a day there, to be honest. I'll sleep, see how much money we get, and then I think we'll end the stream a little bit early today. What's your favourite old English sitcom? Dad's Army. Love Dad's Army. My granddad got me into Dad's Army. 500 gold. Okay, so the pike was pretty good then. Hey! Oh, that means we can afford chickens. Nice. Okay, I know it's not going to save my progress because I don't have enough time to do another full in-game day, but I want to quickly buy the chickens just to see what they look like. Oh, shop's not open yet. Right, well, you know what I'm going to do while I wait? I'm going to try one more time to get a big fish from over here. We got the pike. I'm wondering if there's any more in here. Oh my god, right. It really annoys me when I'm fishing and it just keeps spitting out crap. Be right back, gonna feed my cat, no worries. Come on. What? Purchase chickens. Okay, what? Name your new animal. Prabhu. Right, why not? What do you mean a train's passing through? Where? Where do I go and see it? There's a train. I did not realise there was a train. Why are you telling me this now? Okay, here's our new chick. Oh, it's cute. Oh, he's only a baby, so we gotta wait till they grow up as well. Right, I see, I see. Ooh, grape. Cool. I want to see this train. So we can now visit the train station. And there's a spa. Okay. The spa seems a bit rubbish. Weird. Okay, well these are mysteries we're going to have to leave for another time, because we are going to end this stream here for today. So thank you everyone for joining. It's been a good one. The next Farming Sim stream, the next Farm Sim Friday isn't going to be until October, unfortunately, so it's going to be another 4 or 5 weeks before we play in Stardew Valley again. But I do think it's time that we took a little break from it. Why? Come on. Yeah, I do think, it's time to take a little break from it. I'm enjoying it, though. We're kind of getting to the good stuff. We're getting into summer now, so the gameplay is going to change up a little bit, and we're going to have new things to think about. But yeah, I'm not going to be doing any Farming Sim or Stardew next month. When it does come back in October, we'll be playing more Stardew, and we'll be playing a new map on Farming Sim. Probably going to be that Romanian map that we looked at earlier. But we shall see. We'll see what happens. Good stream like always. Thank you, STFC. My camera really doesn't want to stay focused. But that's going to be it for today. The next stream is going to be Sunday. Oh, thank you for the stretch, Sophie. Next stream is going to be Monday. We're going to be playing Lorne's Law and Manifold Garden. I might do something on Sunday and just do another, watch TV kind of stream. If anyone's going to be around on Sunday, we might do one of those. But the next proper stream will be Lorne's Law and Manifold Garden on Monday. Does anyone have a raid suggestion before we finish? I think Abs is live again. Let me have a little look. Oh, Fungus Queen. We've not been to Fungus Queen for a while. I'll send you over to them. I'll be on Sunday. Nice one, Sophie. Well, like I say, I might do a stream on Sunday. I will let you know for definite beforehand. There will be a breakfast stream on Monday, yes. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me for this Farm Sim Friday. I'll send you over to Fungus Queen, who's currently playing Kingdom Come Deliverance. Have a good time, and I'll see you all when I see you.